Hello, Virgo. How are all my Virgos? This is your reading for June 4th to June 10th, 2023. Virgo, June 4th to June 10th, 2023. Message for Virgos. And this is going to be for Sun, Moon, or Rising. Again, these are general readings. For Virgo, if you resonate with this reading, then this message was for you. And if not, check also your moon and rising signs. So this is general reading for Virgo, June 4th to June 10th. And let's just go ahead and have a look to see what messages come up for our Virgos for this week. What messages come up for Virgo? For the week of June 4th to June 10th. Virgo. And it's funny, I saw that Hermit kind of pop out before, and I put him back in there, and he popped out again. So, Virgo, you were meant to have the Hermit. It was anytime that that a card pops out, if I try to put it back in, it just pops out anyways. So, Virgo, you were meant for that, for the Hermit. And it makes sense that you were meant to have the Hermit, Virgo, since the Hermit is ruled by Virgo. Okay, so having a look at the messages for you for this week, Virgo, overall I'm seeing a little bit more heavier energy for the week, especially at the beginning of the week. I almost feel like a little bit of burnout. I almost feel like you kind of want to be on your own at the beginning of the week, maybe spend some time alone, really not feeling up to par this week. There may have been a situation, or there may be a situation that is kind of dragging you down. And I want to have to say that it might have to do with, was it something that happened on the weekend? Was there a situation possibly where you were possibly overindulgent? I do see that possibly even with this Five of Cups energy, and together with the Nine and the Four, I'm just asking the question, possibly could this have been a long extended weekend, for example, a weekend of self-indulging, a weekend creating obviously this 10 energy here, a weekend where now you want to kind of be on your own and spend some time alone. I almost feel like maybe there was too much self-indulging, specifically maybe alcohol. Could there be a hangover here? I see that possibly there could have been a situation where maybe you just simply drank too much. If this is the case, if you're resonating with this message, then this message is exactly for you. But the question, I almost feel like quite possibly this could be a hangover type situation. You have this energy of the Five of Cups kind of down and not really having a lot of energy, as we can see from the tens here. And really going back to work a Monday morning or Tuesday or whenever you start your work week, this may be what I'm picking up here from the 10 of wands, is that trying to concentrate, trying to get back to work is going to be a heavy burden. It's going to be a challenge because obviously if we've spent the weekend kind of self-indulging, by looking at the Hermit and maybe the Nine of Cups together is kind of someone who may have been, drinking on their own, and maybe now they're not feeling so great, from what I'm seeing from the Five of Cups in together with that Ten of Swords. So getting getting the ball rolling, getting things up and getting moving towards the beginning of the work week again is going to be a little bit of a challenge. And it's going to be a challenge trying to get into this sword energy, this Ace of Swords, putting the concentration, putting back the focus to be able to stay focused on the beginning of the work week. And I feel like you're going to kind of be trudging through, moving towards, into the week. You're going to be kind of dragging, because of this heavier energy that happened at the beginning of the week. And it could be a situation also, was this something that happened on the weekend or going into the week, are you still kind of in a self-indulgent mode at the beginning of the week? And this is where this heavy ten of wands energy is coming in, is you're just dragging through the week then at this point, really kind of finding it challenging to get that focus and get that concentration, getting that Ace of Swords energy really to be 100% on task. I feel like there's just a lot of slow motion moving forward with this week, kind of like you're dragging yourself through mud essentially. I feel like there could be, maybe a slight period of self indulgement at this time is kind of what I'm getting from these cards, just having a look at these cards. And really, this Ten of Sword energy is really kind of like, it can't get any worse than this. So, I feel like you might want to spend some time alone. I feel like the Hermit and the Ten of Swords is kind of telling me, that I feel like you kind of want to be by yourself right now. You want to take some time out on your own. You may be being offered something. You're kind of like past the point of, self-indulgence, that this Four of Cups energy is like you don't want anymore. You're kind of done, and now you're really just like feeling not so great. Coming back to the Five of Cups, not feeling so great, and moving forward in the week, starting on Monday, Tuesday, and moving forward in the week, it's going to be kind of a you're dragging yourself through mud kind of energy is kind of what I'm feeling. And my question goes also, seeing this energy, is it something that could be kind of an emotional energy even? Is there some kind of trauma that is kind of leading to this self-indulgent behavior? Is there some kind of emotional situation that hasn't been resolved yet? Some kind of heavy emotions that you're kind of carrying around? If I take the Five of Cups together with the Ten of Wands, are you carrying some kind of emotional burden? Or this, anytime I see this kind of energy, it could possibly be going back to self-indulgence, or is it possibly alcoholism, or could it be emotional eating? Because any kind of self-indulgent behavior that we have, whether it's alcohol or drugs or even eating, or any kind of behavior that we do, that we overdo because of some kind of lack of emotional security inside, or some kind of a emotional deprivation for whatever reason. If we don't have, if we're not balanced emotionally, we try to compensate via other means, whether it's alcohol or drugs or food or sex, but we try to compensate with other means. And sometimes the more we try to compensate, the worse actually we feel. Maybe this is what I'm picking up from Nine of Cups and Four of Cups, for example, to the point that, we indulge and then we just don't want any more. We can't take anymore. Our system doesn't want to take anymore, which leads to Five of Cups, which leads to us not feeling that great essentially. And so I'm kind of picking up this kind of energy, is there some kind of emotional emptiness? So that being said, this is the message that I saw for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, Virgo, and have a